All right, today I want to get the insulated wall panels up so we can start building this bed. On that note, let's get to it. Now before we get too far down the trail, we have 100 Corporals Corner stainless steel cowboy skillets with that classic riveted removable handle that are dropping to my website as we speak, corporalscorner.com. Go to my description box, click on that link, it will take you right there. While you're there, grab a skillet bag and patch and check out the other products. Once again, we have 100 dropping as we speak. We're in full swing, full production, and 100 will drop every single week at 10 a.m. Eastern, along with the Sunday video. Huge disclaimer. I mentioned last week that I wasn't going to devote an entire video to the wall panels or the insulated wall panels, but we had to shift gears, and here's why. I mentioned about, I want to say 6 or 7 weeks ago, prior to my injury, which is doing a lot better, by the way, that we had a few themed overnighters I wanted to do. And one of them was a 1990s retro camp. And to do that, I searched high and low and found a Magnavox EasyCam camcorder from 1992. We went ahead and did a test run, and those that follow me on Instagram, you're going to notice that I actually posted this camera and nice grainy footage right after that. Everything worked out perfectly. Bought it for $45. The sound, the picture, all the quality, everything was straight out of 1992. Then something told me last night, go ahead and check it one more time. I plugged it in and there was no sound. After I opened this up, I noticed that the speakers that were a dual system, supposed to actually be able to play the recording so you could hear it come out of the speakers, as well as take in the sound, there was weird like discoloration on it. It looked like water damage. So the speaker failed. So I have two choices: film it with no sound, which you're not gonna get the full effect. I kind of want that. Or two, abandon the whole thing. So I decided option 3. I searched high and low on eBay and I found another one just like this. It does not work due to a cracked lens. However, the guy told me that yes, you can hear sound coming out of the speakers. Luckily for me, I know how to solder. So he's gonna ship that to me. I'll get it the next 2 days. I'm gonna swap the speakers out and solder it directly to the board. If it works, and it's just a matter of just the speaker, then next week we're gonna film our retro camp. So look forward to that. In the meantime, we're gonna get the insulated panels up and do a few other things. I believe we have 3 panels on this side, and I think there's 2.5 on that side over there. And as we've already discussed several times, they screw into this existing channel. So what I want to do here is the same thing you would do with concrete. You put like a 2x4s across there, and you actually make sure it's level and kind of scrape the concrete as you go. Wherever the high spots are, I want to go ahead and trim those down so that the 2x4, or in this case here, a 2x6, will actually fit flush up against that channel. And I can see where the high and low spots actually are. And I can trim it down as I go. All I gotta do now is just push it back to the channel and screw it in, and it should work out great. Let's hop over to that side and get that fit completed, and then we'll come back and get all the screws in. Now they included two panels, one for each side, where the wall meets the door there. I'm not going to install those today because I don't know what I'm going to do with those wires right there. Got the same thing on this side over here. There they are. So I might try and tuck those into that hole right there to where you have access right there versus have them just dangle like that. So until I figure out what I'm going to do, I don't want to mess around with this area. And there's the two options you have right there. These are already notched out, and these ones are not, but they can be. Like I said, I'm going to hold off and see what I want to do first, and then we'll go from there. The next thing on the list would be to address these rust spots. This one right here is not rusted all the way through, it's just the surface rust. So I'm going to get a wire brush and just rough that up, wipe it down, and then spray it with that paint that actually neutralizes the rust. All they have is black, but I don't care because at some point we're going to cover this deck anyways. This one over here is the one with the hole in the floor, but that's actually over there. So we're going to remove that area at some point in the future. But for today, I can go ahead and get the loose paint off and then spray paint that as well to neutralize that surface rust. I mean, what can I say? I grew up in Riverside County, fool. Old school OG, back when it was 909, not this 951 BS. Had to give myself a break for a few minutes. We're at a 45-degree bend right now. We were 60 last Monday and then moved into about the 50 range. 45 is pushing it, but to fully extend, that's where I'm at. And some of the therapy is I have to lay on my back, put my arm down as far as I can, put a towel underneath it, and raise it up, thumb up, and try and touch my shoulder. That's all we're getting right now. Do the same thing with my fingers, and then turn my wrist and try to get, you can see the difference. I can touch here all day, but long road ahead. Is what it is. All right, so we got the floor remediated on the inside. Underneath, I'm not worried about it. Like I said, I'm going to cut that chunk out. It's about that big. And we'll just lay some steel over top of it, JB weld the bottom side, and then I'll do self-tapping screws all the way around it. On the underside, at some point, I'm going to have them sandblast everything, and then they're going to put that same type of paint where it actually remediates the rust and then seals it on the entire underside of this van. So I'm not worried about anything. This is kind of a hack for those that don't know. If you have two Corporals corner skillets, one can be used as a makeshift lid, which can also be turned into an oven. The more you know. So the moral is, buy two skillets. So here we have the Corporals Corner barbecue bacon pinwheel burger on a pretzel bun. With smoked cheddar and pepper jack cheese. Catch you all in a few. One thing I'll do for you guys is I'll take this small little 4.5-inch grill and I'll put it on my Amazon store. So when you go to my website, corporalscorner.com, click Amazon and you'll see that right there under the cooking section. I'm not going to buy these and carry them because it just be a logistical nightmare to try to get these from China and then make like a whopping $2 off of them or something and then wait 5 months to get them when you can just go on Amazon and get it right now. But I have no idea what it's called. I'll look for it, and to make it easy, I'll stick it in the Amazon store. All right, we got done exactly what I wanted to get done. And I'm actually digging this. It's simple and effective. So it's exactly what I thought it would be. And the ceiling will be the exact same way. And I'm about 90% sure we're gonna go with that wool insulated rubber matting. That way I can just wash it off if I need to. I can pull the thing off if I need to and go from there. Little by little. On that note, don't forget, next week, we're going to do that retro camp. It's pretty bad when you think of 1992, 93, 94, even 95, when my Marine Corps came alive. That's considered retro. Is what it is. All good things come to an end. On that note, let's go and get out of here. With that, all the gear of my videos can be found in one spot, my website, corporalscorner.com. Now please do me that favor, hit that like and subscribe button, then ring that notification bell. Once you ring that bell, please select all notifications. As always, thank you for your comments, views, and support. Thanks for watching. If you're out in the field and have some fun, I'm going to catch you next time.